Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. Just a couple of weeks into the season, certain rookies are showing they belong in the NBA. Checking out the Rookie Race Watch. You take a look at Richardson, not exactly the start he'd hoped for in the NBA, but remember, his career has just gotten started, and there is plenty of games left this season.
And the crop of rookies this year is just full of talented players. It's going to be fun to watch them battle for the award.
Well, I tell you, the depth is really impressive when you look at the quality of these rookies, just as you said, Ken. They all will be trying to make their name in the NBA. Your rookie year can say a lot about who you are as a player and what you're made of.
A look at Orlando's opening lineup. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the center spot. And for the Celtics, White and Brown are the wingmen. Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Pritchard in at the point. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about
welcome
awards,
to the channel.
You know, BA, it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. But you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
Tight handles by Suggs creates all the space he needs.
Tatum passes to Vucevic. It's off his foot. And it's whistled a kick. Vucevic, a screen on Wagner. Here's Brown. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Check out the handles from Brown. Just carving up the defense like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Carter, a screen on Tatum. Releases from 15. Outside Carter from the arc. Boston pulls it in. Their last encounter in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And it's just so hard to
Nasty right there. Oh, my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's Suggs. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. And it's Wagner missing.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Tatum, a screen on Wagner. Brown passes to Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal. He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Wagner outside. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Orlando again missing.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Picked by Vucevic. Pritchard with it. Now Carter defending. Wagner against Brown. Misses in close.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
On the wing, Bain. Orlando moving the ball around. Orlando again missing. And here are the Celtics. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Tatum, a screen on Carter. White, the pass to Tatum.
Ooh.
Wagner with a steal.
Come on.
Down low. It's tipped. Pass to Banchero. Wagner up top. Picked by Carter. Carter on the wing for three. Orlando again missing. Boston leading by 4. Here's White. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Boston with some changes. Cata's checked in for Vucevic. Garza comes in for Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Derek White. Then for Orlando, Wagner's checked in for Carter. Richardson comes in for Desmond Bane. And Black subbed in for Suggs. .114 left in the first. Now here's Black, defended by Pritchard. They need this. And it's laid in by Banchero.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Now Pritchard. No points so far. To the middle. Here's Garza. And he goes in for the dunk.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
Magic trail by 6. Wagner outside. Pass to Wagner. From down in the low post, it goes.
Wagner grinding down low. Big man putting in the work.
Here's Brown. And the shot goes down. 6 points for Jaylen Brown.
And they're really working the paint now.
And the Magic with possession. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Wagner. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Brown. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brown's got 8.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Pritchard. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Boston leading by 6. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Dante Exum. Then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Cata in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
At just a skosh under 7 feet, Mo Wagner does all the things you'd expect him to do well. He can be dominant in the paint as a scorer and on the board.
Derek White's checked in for Exum. And a change for the Magic. Suggs is checked in. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. 7-point differential. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. And he gets it to go. Cata's got his second basket on the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Wagner, he's open. Misses off the right iron.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Brian?
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Making a name for himself. Goga Batadze. What do you like about him, Clark?
Well, you start with that wingspan and his basketball IQ. I mean, anytime he's near the rim, he's a problem at both ends. He's got a knack for scoring the ball in the paint. And again, you just can't overlook that size and length.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Batadze. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pritchard with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Queta no good.
Come on.
Here's
Hey there,
Wagner.
welcome to the channel.
Sinks that one from the post.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Man.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
White for three. Boston no good that time either.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Wagner with it. Guarded by Hauser. And the dunk by Wagner.
Easy pickings for Wagner there, just to reach up and attack the rack like that. That's simple.
Pritchard surviving the D. Nice move. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Orlando. And always fun to see which players have been the deadliest from three-point range. And you look at Pritchard, boy, what a gifted shooter he is from way out there.
Well, the shooting percentage he's cultivated from deep range is so impressive. His three-point shot is about as good as you can hope for.
Boston on D. Outside Bain. Pass to Banchero. To the paint. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Here's Black. The Celtics making their last shot. Suggs with a screen on White. Black passes to Wagner to the inside. Orlando moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Black. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Bain. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Wagner inside. He's guarded by White, and it's Wagner missing. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Outside Pritchard, over Bain. The offensive rebound.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Two-part equation. You
Hey,
have to
welcome
be
to the
aggressive
channel.
enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're taking on the shot. Let's hear it for all contestants.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings. Interesting to use the term hierarchy, but I wonder, how would you guys rate our studio hierarchy?
Well, Ernest, when you try to bring out the big words like hierarchy, anyway, I think they're going to play it safe. But the hierarchy, I'm going to pass it to Shaq.
How dare you disrespect the Ernster? No, Ernie gets the throw. He's the one I trust calling the shots. Are you crazy, Kenny?
Well, all right. Good point, good point. But only if he doesn't get to pick our ties.
Come on, you guys would look fantastic in bow tie. I've got some extras here. Here, Shaq, try this one. And here's one for you, Jed. Those are going to be great.
Ooh, I like that.
And now let's turn to the first half of our game. It's been all about Jaylen Brown so far.
His performance in the first half, Diesel approved. Plays physical, Diesel approved. Doing most of his damage right at the rim, of course, Diesel approved.
Diesel approved defense. The praise doesn't come any higher than that. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish, went right through the contact.
Magic trail by 5. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his balance.
Tatum against Banchero. Outside Tatum. Brown, a screen on Banchero. There's Tatum with the 3. JT for 3.
You got to D up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
Outside Bain. Suggs with a screen on White. The three from Bain. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Pritchard from outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Wagner finds Banchero.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Vucevic, a screen on Banchero. Tatum from long range. Orlando with the rebound. All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that. It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
And he drops the first.
Come on, one more shot. One more. All right, here we go.
White hits them both. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They trail by 7. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. Number 1, the Celtics.
Well, you've got to love the shot selection lately. I mean, this team, the ball is finding the open man.
Wagner up top. Orlando moving the ball around. Carter is
Hey there, welcome to the channel.
Here's Bain. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Brown. Oh,
nice.
Look out. JB throwing it down.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
Wagner for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wagner's got 7 points.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Tatum. 9 points in the game over Banchero. Tatum can't hit. Suggs against Pritchard. Outside Carter. Pass to Suggs from behind the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Ooh, here's White on the drive.
Ooh.
And stolen by Suggs. And stolen by Brown. Picked by Vucevic. Vucevic draws the double. Pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. Now here's Tatum. Brown, a screen on Banchero. Tatum from long range. Again, the miss by Boston.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The 3 from Bain.
Hey there, welcome to the channel.
And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Boston leading by 6. Here's White. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Franz Wagner.
Hey, and White is a fighter now. When he's close inside,
Hey guys, welcome to the
he's
channel.
committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
Going for 2 shots. All right, let's get both, guys. Oh. Let's get both. Oh.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here
nice.
for the Celtics. Tatus checked in for Vucevic. Garza comes in for Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Brown. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Bataze's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Banchero. Richardson's checked in for Bain. And Black subbed in for Suggs. And so he hits both. Magic trail by 8. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Richardson for 3. And another miss by Orlando.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And that one drops. Wagner's got 9 points.
Pretty nimble play that time by Wagner, pulling up before the defense could get set to stop him.
Right side Pritchard.
Oh,
And so it's Boston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Right in
Fourth
Brown and
quarter.
wingman. Then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Gonzalez in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero working his magic.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Right side Brown. It's hauled in by the Magic. Black outside. Pass to Wagner. And here's Banchero. Unloads from 13. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Ada no good.
come on.
Magic trail by 4. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
And there's a 3-second violation. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Boston. Garza comes in for Hauser. And a change for the Magic. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Stolen by Carter. Now here's Black. He's guarded by White. From the line. Black no good. Boston leading by 4. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. They set the screen.
Count it! It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Outside Banchero. Brown pulls down the board. Boston leading by 6. Picked by Vucevic. Oh, the slam! Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play!
When Vucevic is rolling to the basket like that, there aren't many guys that are willing to get in his way to stop him.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Orlando making some changes. Franz Wagner comes in for Wagner. And it's Desmond Bane in for Black. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Tries the spin move. Suggs, Payne outside. Carter, a screen on White. 5 to shoot. Payne. Oh, off target from downtown. Celtics lead by 8. And here's Brown. Here's Vucevic. 11 feet out. Wagner with the rebound. Now Bane. And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth. Pritchard against Bane. Picked by Vucevic. Pritchard fires. Misses the three. Magic trail by 8. Now Bane. Oh, the shot is off. Here's a pass to Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Celtics.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Jaylen Brown.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by Orlando. Brown with it. He's picked up by Bane. Oh, it's off target.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Brown. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn. So I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jaylen.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
PlayStation